Okay, we should be good to go.
Sweet. Welcome everyone to Laceropes mission live stream. So basically how these are going to work is in the weeks leading up to Brickworld, which is the reveal for Laceropes, which we'll talk about more in a bit. We're going to be doing a bunch of these streams where we'll be working on Laceropes builds or other builds. As you see, Daniel's working on a Last of Us mock right now.
Yep.
And then just chatting in general about the collab. There's any announcements you're looking for the collab will be posted on our social medias, but specifically Instagram. So if you want to stay up to date with that, just make sure to follow us on Instagram. So speaking of which, the most recent announcement that just came out yesterday or the day before? Yesterday, cool. Was the announcement for the release dates of the collab. So, yeah.
Which is June 22nd is like the big... June 22nd is like the big release day where everything is going to come out on the internet. But we're going to basically show everything at Brickworld Chicago the week beforehand. But we're not going to post it because we won't be ready to post it immediately right then and there. But yeah.
Yeah, so anyone going to Brickworld will get a 1 week early preview. Is that one, or is that like 2 weeks?
It's 1 week. Yeah.
Oh, it's 1 week. Okay, cool. Yeah, 1 week early preview of the collaboration, and then everyone else can see it online that weekend, or the weekend after Brickworld. And then it's also, so obviously it's presented by RebelLUG, that's who's doing all the building and stuff, but it's also sponsored by AV Figures. So for those of you who don't know, Andrew, the guy who runs AV Figs, basically makes custom clones. You can check out their website, I'm going to screw up the URL. Let me make sure I have this right. avfigures.com. There we go. So a lot of his stuff he sells is decals, but he's also recently getting into printed figures and such. So you can imagine what he'll be sponsoring the collab with. We'll have more information on that eventually at some point, but that's all you get for right now. So, yeah. Spencer, did you want to give us a little preview of what you'll be working on today?
Working on like this temple thing. I don't know how to describe it or what to say first. I don't know. I'm starting off by building. I want to have like I don't know how easy this is to see from like the top down, but I want a diagonal staircase for like the entrance. So like a staircase that goes like this. So I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to incorporate that into the rest of everything. That's my first challenge.
Got a bunch of people in the chat. Welcome everybody. Collecting Bricks is here and she asked, who is all part of this collab? Spencer, do you still have that memorization? I remember last stream you were able to name them all in order.
No, I got them wrong. I forgot.
Oh, you did.
Now I just have to remember who I forgot. Okay, so it goes Anders, Noah, me, and then Wyatt, and then someone's after Wyatt.
That's 4.
Yeah. I'm trying to do them in order. I don't want to... Yeah. I think maybe... Who have I not named? Haven't named Olav, who I don't think is after Wyatt.
Alright, I'll help you out. After Wyatt is Caleb.
Oh, yes, I would have never gotten that one. Actually, I wouldn't have. And then comes Olav, right? And then Drew.
Yep.
And then Lucas, Everett, and Luke.
Yep.
That's everyone.
Yeah, so for those of you who don't know RebelLUG members by first name, basically Anders is Alclone Productions, Noah is H2 Brick, Spencer, Lego Spencer, Wyatt is WMX Productions, Caleb is Elven Ranger, and then Olav is No R Lego, and then Drew is Packer221. Lucas is the Brick Puke. Then Everett is a Brick Interest, and Luke is First Order Lego. So that is everybody who's in the collab.
Plus, there's
Jace.
these smaller
Oh, yeah.
vignette interlude parts that are built by various members, including Danny and Daniel, who are both in the call currently.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so everyone in the stream, on the bottom right of your screen, you'll see Spencer, and as you mentioned, he's working on this temple. And then Daniel's on the bottom left, working on a Last of Us mock. And then up right is Sandre, aka Sonis. How do you say it? Sonis the Brick? Is that right? Sure. And then me, Lego Buff Production.
Sunset.
Sunseth. Okay. There we go.
Almost sunset.
Gotcha.
I think I'm almost ready with the angle.
Daniel, did you want to talk at all about your build? What it's for? What it's based on?
No.
So right now I'm working on a Last of Us. So base plates and thighs. I have been here on the left side. Finished last year, but then I decided to add on another section here for Chicago this year. So that's what I'm working on. It's these two buildings, and there'll be like overflowing water and stuff on the road, and then just like all of green grass and stuff overgrown.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Then
You just reference Borat?
maybe.
Very nice.
Very nice. Akita Gut says, "Wow, looks so cool." I think referring to Daniel's Last of Us. So
Oh, thank you.
there you go. Yeah, and everyone in the chat, feel free to ask questions about the collab, about Daniel's mock, about RebelLUG, about Lego, Star Wars, anything. Speaking of Star Wars, wasn't there just some big announcement? I'm trying to think. Oh, the Vanity Fair came out with all those pictures from whatever the new Skywalker Rises. I think the movie. I don't even remember.
Rise of Skywalker. I think.
Rise of Skywalker. There we go. Skywalker Rises.
That new. What
Sorry
is
for
it?
the mess that I'm doing.
I mean, I was at the premiere of the trailer.
What is it? Who cares?
I don't know. Cam All-Star Bricks is here. Welcome. Do you guys recruit people or invite? Ask Lego Mox 375. So we don't recruit or invite. We allow people to apply. Third option. None of the above. So if you check out our website, I'll go ahead and send a link in the chat for you. But basically, there's an application. So you join our Discord server. You don't have to apply when you join. You can just kind of hang out. There's chat just for everybody who joins. And then once you're ready to apply, there's details in the Discord server of the application, all that stuff. So, yes, that's all in there. And then once you submit the application, then we vote on you at the meeting that is closest to your application. So if you apply like a week before our meeting, we'll vote on you then. Or if you apply like the day after our meeting or the day of the meeting, then we'll vote on you next meeting. And we have a meeting once a month. So, but like I said, if you don't want to apply, you're more than welcome to just join the Discord server and just hang out in there. So the link to the Discord server is on that, the link to the website that I just sent.
Yeah, the page on the website, the application page, RebelLUG.com/application, goes over like everything that we're kind of like looking for. I guess, in our members. Like, typically, what members will say that they like in a member or dislike in a member when voting on them, because we're trying to find members that we like, so we figure we can be as super transparent about it. So those are that's exactly what we're looking for. People that are active builders and interactive, posting actively, and then they interact with other members, because we don't really want members that are going to join the group and then never message, or we never get to know them and all this stuff. So that's that.
Yep. Makita Gut asked, do you guys get your mock pieces mainly for Bricklink or another place? Yeah, I would say the primary source for all of us is Bricklink. We also get pieces from LUG Bulk, which is a perk of being a recognized community. And then people going to the Brick Walls too at the Lego store. Noah H2 Brick lives relatively close to Legoland Germany, and they have this massive selection of pieces, really rare pieces a lot of times. So he goes there. He was just there yesterday. So, but yeah, Bricklink is number one. Collecting Bricks stated, I'm just waiting for the first girl to join RebelLUG. Yes. I don't know, but I don't think there's a single girl in the fan hangout, which is the Discord server.
We've never had a female apply. So
yeah, we've never had a single female apply. That's definitely for sure. It unfortunately seems like the Lego community is very skewed gender-wise. Very interesting. And when you do have females in the community, it's really more towards city stuff, I would say. Going to Lego conventions, city stuff and art stuff. I've seen a lot of really cool whether they be mosaics or just sculptures or stuff like that done by women. But not really in the Star Wars sector, honestly. So, yep. One day. Building Monday is here. Welcome. I also saw Building Monday and Lego Mox 375 both join the Discord server, so welcome there. Yeah, so basically what we use that for at this point is interacting with all the people who are planning on applying to RebelLUG, getting to know them before we vote on them, but also just sharing. A bunch of people share mock progress and that stuff of what they're working on, and building tips if you get stuck. People sometimes seek help and stuff in there, so. Casey Wood asks, do you think Lego is going to update the Rebel Blockade Runner set from 2001?
Didn't they just do that?
Yeah.
Well, I think he's referring to the UCS one, but no, I don't think they're going to make a slightly better UCS version of the set that they just made. No.
Yeah, so they just released a new version of the Tantive 4. That's it's a weird set because it's not marketed as a UCS set. It's also not marketed as a Master Builder set. So the UCS set, the Ultimate Collector Series, that's what UCS stands for, are basically those display models that you have. So the Millennium Falcon, that's $800 or whatever, or $700, however much it is. That's a UCS set. The Y-Wing, that's a UCS set. The Slave, not the most recent Slave one, the one before that was a UCS set. The Hoth Snow Speeder from 3 years ago was a UCS set. Those are just some examples. But then they also kind of recently introduced the Master Builder series.
They did it for a second and then changed their mind.
I think it was the Cloud City set was in that, right?
I don't know.
Yeah.
And I don't know if the Hoths. Let me look this up.
No.
It wasn't?
No.
Okay, so it was
It's
just
Cloud
the
City.
Cloud City then.
Yeah.
interesting. That's kind of bizarre. I mean, technically, like if they'd introduced it earlier, the hot set would have fit in there, as well as like the Ewok Village. Those are like the kind of sets where they're much larger sets and more expensive.
They're like
But
big
they're-
play sets, is what you're saying.
Yeah, they're like big play sets. So the Tantive 4 is like a really weird hybrid where it's not marketed as either of those, but it has aspects of both. So there's a lot of like really intricate detailing done in the most recent Tantive 4 set that you wouldn't see on a normal play set. Like there was a lot of greebling and just extra details that you would never have on a play set. But then they also included like room for play features in it too. So it's like a weird hybrid that it's not one or the other, which I'm not a huge fan of that. I would prefer you stick with one instead of trying to appeal to both and then just kind of botching it that way. So
I'm assuming that they're abandoning the Master Builder thing.
yeah.
And they're just trying to do UCS, but the Tantive doesn't meet the requirement of being a UCS, which I would probably agree with. I mean, you reviewed it, Danny. Do you think that set is UCS quality, or it's... I didn't think it was based on the pictures. I was disappointed when I thought it was UCS.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. It's such a weird hybrid because like there's quite a few, like especially the engine section, like looks like it would on a UCS set. But like there's certain, like for example the escape pods, there's like these gaps in the technique they use for the rounding part, like to make it round, where you could easily close those gaps and make it look a lot nicer by using techniques like the exact technique they used in the Saturn V set. But they chose to like make it very spacious on the inside so you could fit like many figures, and by doing so that created these gaps which made it look ugly. So it kind of like ruined the whole appeal of the UCS set. So it's a weird hybrid, and it doesn't act as either a UCS or a playset, so it ruined it for both. So nice job. Collecting Brick says, what's the RebelLUG Discord? I'll go ahead and send the link again. It's on the application page on the website, which I just sent a while ago. I'll send a direct link though to the server.
I tried to apply RebelLUG for the Discord partner program, which would basically allow us to get, in addition to some other stupid stuff, like a vanity URL, so we could have discord.com or discord.gg/RebelLUG, and they allow us.
How dare they?
On their website, they boast about like, oh, all of our Discord partners have like an average of like this many followers on these different social medias, and we had more than that. And I was like, okay, we'll get it, because we're pretty like, you know, like our main source of communication is Discord. Like the Discord server that we link is also just like the Discord server that we use every day. So when a member is admitted, we just change their role, and then they can join the other chat rooms. So I was like, I don't know, I thought that was pretty cool, but they said no.
Classic Discord. Out to get us.
About what you said earlier, when Noah was in the Lego Land, or what is it Lego Land or Lego World?
So lost. Wait, who are you talking about? Olaf?
Yeah, who are you talking about?
No, Noah.
Oh yeah.
Noah.
Was he at Lego Land? Or Lego
Oh yeah,
World?
Lego Land. Yeah.
Yeah. But it was so nice because he sent the pictures. Maybe you guys saw it on the Discord. He bought like 140 or something, 6x6 tiles from it.
Yeah, Discord's basically like a super efficient and well organized group chat.
I wish
So-
Discord was like slightly more professional. Like when I would use it in more circumstances if it didn't like every time you opened it, it was like opening epic gamer moment time, like ready to pwn the Ender Dragon, right? And I'm like, I'm trying to use this in like a business setting. Please stop. This is annoying. They should. They should just have like a. I mean, I'm about to describe a product that already exists, but like a business oriented Discord. The product I'm referring to is Slack, but Slack sucks because you have to pay for it, and also like the voice support is nowhere near what Discord has. But
Also, there's just like a lot of features missing in Slack that I don't like.
But one thing I will give Slack is their design, because Discord just straight up copied Slack, like pixel for pixel in their design, and it's really weird that they would do that. And they can get away with it too.
Lego Mox 375 asked, "What is Laceropes?" Excellent question. So the Laceropes mission is the RebelLUG collab that is coming out Brickworld Chicago 2019 this year in June, and then the weekend after on June 26th is the online release of the collab. There's 10 main parts following the journey. Oh wait, I don't know if we're doing that yet. There's 10 main parts, and Laceropes is the name of the planet. It's a made-up planet that doesn't exist in Star Wars. And as we get closer and closer to Brickworld, if you follow us on our social media, specifically Instagram, we'll be posting more about the lore and just general information about the planet and stuff to give you an idea of some background and material for the collaboration before we release it.
Indeed. Yeah, have we done like an original? Have we done like a totally original story since the first one?
Since Clones Alone?
Yeah.
No, we haven't.
That was probably our most like well received collab.
Oh wait,
story.
Kingdoms at War was. Kingdoms
Oh,
at
yeah.
War was.
Oh yeah. Well, I don't know. We're going back. We are going back to original Clone Wars story, and it's probably pretty good timing considering, although it was not intended, I don't think. Good timing considering that the Clone Wars is coming back.
Yeah.
Soon. I think by the time we had, I don't think they had announced that the Clone Wars is coming back by the time we had like even finished writing the Laceropes mission stuff. Maybe they had, I don't remember, but by the time we had decided to do it, that wasn't the intention. But yeah.
Is the next collab decided it?
No, the one after Laceropes, we don't have any plans yet. We'll probably. I mean, I know some people have some ideas of what they want to do. We'll probably go over it at Brickworld, because Brickworld last year was actually when we decided on doing Laceropes. I mean, we didn't know it was going to be called Laceropes, but we decided. Spencer and Everett had worked on the idea, and then we brought it up at Brickworld at our display to the other people, and then everyone kind of got on board with it.
Yeah. Well, yeah, we have some ideas for like Brickworld next year, for example, but I think we're going to want to do something in between that. So we gotta decide what we're gonna do then. I don't know yet.
Makita Gut said, "Looking at you guys build made me want to build. The sounds are so contagious." Good. Yeah, that's why we do these streams. The streams force us to build, because sometimes it's hard to get in the groove of building. So streams get us back online with that. Makita Gut also asked, "Do you guys add lights to your creations, and which ones?" I'm trying to add lights to my Tantive 4 29, the new Tantive 4. So in the past, we've used several different lighting vendors for our mocks. What was like the original one that everyone used to use? Another
Life
still
lights?
around. Life lights, yeah. Life lights was one of the really popular ones a while ago. Now they've kind of faded out of the spotlight, but they're still around. We also have used Light My Brick, which is an Australian company. We're pretty pleased with their products. I've never had a problem. Those are the only ones I use. And then Brick Stuff is also another big one in the community. Now, both Light My Bricks and Brick Stuff sells special kits for sets. I don't know if there's one for the Tantive 4. I can actually look that up right now. But a lot of the bigger sets, they will make kits designed for those sets, and then the kits come with instructions for how to install them in your sets, because you don't have to like you don't have to completely rebuild your whole set. They have like ways of just taking off certain sections and pieces and stuff.
Confession time. I still haven't used the lights that I bought from Light My Bricks, and they're still sealed in the bag that I originally purchased them in from like 2015 or 16.
2017 actually.
Was it?
It seems like so long ago, but it was 2017 because it was the year of Scarif.
Oh, yes, perhaps. Yeah, I've built a handful of mocks where I've been like, I should put lights in this, and then I start building, and then it's too late by the time that I want to put them in.
With the next collab, can everyone join that one? Or
What?
the next collab, can everyone join that one?
Yeah, we should
Yeah.
We should do an online collab because this one we wanted to make it. This one was like both our online and our Brickworld collab because we kind of had a streak of very bad Brickworld collabs. So we were like, we cannot make this one bad. So we wanted to, in an effort to make sure that it was good, we got together like. We made it so you had to be at Brickworld, but it was also like part of our online thing. Except there's a bunch of, I think there's some different reasoning behind that and stuff. But that kind of resulted in like a bunch of members not being able to participate, which is like part of the point in being like in an online Lego group. So that was...
It's like I can't join the in Chicago.
Yeah. If we had like a bigger, we want to grow the budget that RebelLUG can work with, to like the monetary budget that RebelLUG can work with, and if we're able to do that, then we would be able to, ship people's mocks to different conventions free of their charge.
Yeah.
That would be really cool, but that's like a really long-term project to make that happen.
Yeah, it's kind of difficult to travel to the States when you live in Norway because like 8 hours with flight or something.
Wow. Just go in Olaf's suitcase.
Yeah.
So yeah, I
Let's
guess
see.
that kind of settles it. We'll have to do another purely online
Yeah.
collabs this
I
year.
mean, I have an idea for one that I remember I pitched a while ago. I don't know if you remember it. That is both online and then it also works at conventions and it would work at any convention. It's a fun one, but
I don't remember it, but I remember thinking that people wouldn't want to keep their mocks together that long. And if they were going to keep their mocks together that long, they wouldn't be very good.
well, no. It's like you can build as many or as little mocks as you want, and then you can bring those to any convention. It's hard to like describe it without giving it away. And I don't want to say it on stream because we may end up doing it. So I'll tell it to you later. Bodie's Brick asked, does anyone else spy through the windows to the LEGO headquarters when they're in Billund? Last time I saw an unreleased catalog. Well, I don't think many of us here go to Billund
Not often.
regularly.
Yeah, I don't get to pop in there too often, not gonna lie. Busy schedule.
I've been there a few times, but not many times.
There's something I found out recently is that there's like a thrift store in Billund that's just filled with super old classic Lego stuff.
Really?
But I had so like I was there and I didn't know about it, but when I was in Chicago for Star Wars Celebration, Imagine Ridley was there with Simon and me. And he just came back from Billund and he was telling us, and he got like a bunch of Module X and Scala sets there and stuff, like sealed.
Oh man, what's the pricing on this stuff?
He said it was pretty reasonable.
Wow.
And I don't know. It's just because like everyone in Billund has had so much Lego, right? Because that's where Lego is made.
Yeah.
have too much of it. And then there's this thrift store there that has so much classic Lego stuff. I was like, what? Why did I not know this? I was there.
Have you guys been in Dylan?
No, Daniel has.
I was there once last May.
Collecting Bricks asks, will there be another collab for Virginia? The plan right now is there will be no collab for Virginia, but RebelLUG is having a display there. Probably have at least 10 members there. It sounds like we're having a pretty decent turnout, so we will have a booth there, but doesn't look like there will be a collab because everyone's kind of focusing in on this one, and it's just too close to the timing.
Like, some of us will bring our parts. I don't know the head count of who is all going, but like I'll bring my part, and I'm also gonna bring my ship, and Daniel will bring his ship. You're going to Brick Fair, right, Daniel?
I am not, no.
Oh, I thought you were going to. Never mind then.
No, I would like to, but I cannot, unfortunately.
Did you originally plan to?
I was thinking about it, but it was kind of either Chicago or Virginia, and I was like, well, that's an obvious answer. So I don't know. Like, I could give my ship to Simon if you wanted to have it all there, like, because Simon's going down. So that is an option, I suppose.
But I have to figure out how I'm going to like get to Toronto because I was gonna go with. I thought you were going, and then Elijah was going, but now Elijah's not gonna go.
Elijah's not, so he's not coming here then?
No.
What?
Everybody.
So he's not doing any conventions then. What a guy.
A loser.
That sucks. Okay. Interesting. I mean, I know there's going to be a couple people driving up to Toronto after, so I'm sure someone will have room for you. Damn it, Elijah.
The fun of that convention.
I thought Elijah was going to drive.
Yeah, that's what he wanted to. Yeah, Elijah wanted to drive himself up there, but.
No.
Loser.
Interesting. And so Tuesday we're going to Chicago, correct? Of the first week?
I don't know.
Like tour in Chicago.
I think so, yeah.
Alright.
Sure.
If you say so.
Sounds like, I don't know, I was talking to Olav and Noah, and that's what they were saying. Or like planning. We also have to have a BAM day, just for BAM.
Collecting Bricks asked, this might be a private question, but how do you guys fund the lug? That is incredibly private. I can't believe you asked that. You're banned for that. Just kidding.
What funding?
How do we fund the lug? That's a fun topic. So, we're in the process of working on like a sponsorship with someone, like with like companies, like these third-party Lego companies, right? Like you have like Konami Customs, like all those. We currently only have deals worked out to get like free stuff from these companies. So like or discounts. So like when we did our lighting, we did like a big bulk lighting order in 2017, and we got like a 40% off discount. We get all of our badge bricks printed for free. This collab, we're getting a bunch of free product to use for the collab. We use our shirt sales, which is sounds ridiculous, right? So for those of you who don't know, we have a whole page of RebelLUG t-shirts, and they're not just like, well, we do have one shirt with just the RebelLUG logo on it, but we kind of came up with some creative designs. Spencer did pretty much all of them. There's a link in the description if you want to check it out. But there's a bunch of really cool shirt designs, and we do make a little bit of profit on those shirts. I mean, like that's the whole point. They're all $20, and we make like a few bucks on each shirt. And so that surprisingly, like people do actually buy those shirts. We didn't know how that would work out, but we've been using that to help fund stuff. So
I have to buy someone.
Yeah.
Do we have a new design for the brick badges this year?
We do have a new design for brick badges, and it is based around the new shirt design, the celebration shirt design.
Oh, okay.
It's basically that with just like the year and stuff on it.
Nice.
But we are currently in search of one or several companies or like Lego third-party businesses that would be willing to either sponsor us for the year or sponsor certain parts or run advertisements on RebelLUG posts or just somehow leverage RebelLUG in some way that would be valuable to them in exchange for money. Money. And then we also have some private donors that donate money to cover the other costs. So that's always nice to have those people. Because Lug's got to run.
Have you considered a membership fee?
Yeah, we've always thrown out doing a membership fee. I know there are several lugs that do have a membership fee. Some of them are like small, like $5 a year. I remember there was one lug at Brickworld because I ran a presentation at Brickworld last year, basically talking about the logistics of running an online lug. And how we're able to show up at conventions and like how all of that works, because there's not too many online ones that operate in the way like there's a bunch of online groups like Facebook groups and stuff, but ones that have a small enough membership that they're run more similar to a lug than just like a Facebook group or something where there's no like hierarchy and like specific roles and stuff like that. So at that presentation though, some guy, I think it was a lug in Canada or something, I could be wrong, and he said their membership fee was $100 a year per person, and I was like, that's insane.
That is. Wow.
So,
Yeah,
but like with that membership fee, everybody who became a member would then get a T-shirt and then like all this other stuff. So like, I kind of see that, but still, that's a lot of money.
Yeah, we could easily function if we had $5 from every member. Like, we've put together the amount of money it costs to run the lug, which is X amount of money. And we could easily get by with $5 a year from every member. It's just a matter of, like we've always known that we've always kind of said that we don't want to do that, so we're, like, really trying hard not to. But it's something...
Yeah, like it's a completely feasible idea of, hey, everyone, we need $5 every year from each of you. Like, we could pull it off, but it's more about principle. Like, when we started RebelLUG, Chris Spencer and I and all the other guys who were there, it wasn't about, like, once you start charging people, you know, then there's a sort of expectation of, like, oh, I'm going to be getting my money's worth out of this, or, like, what am I actually paying for, like, that kind of stuff. And so the whole idea was, like, the whole idea of a lug is more like, it's supposed to be like a club, right? Not a business. And so the whole intention was to improve these builders and just make it a general community of camaraderie among Lego fans. And once money starts getting involved, that's when that gets tricky. So we've been keeping money out of it to the best of our abilities. And so the intention is that we never have to turn to that. That's like absolute last resort. The lug will literally dissipate if we don't have money. So... yeah.
What are you working on, Danny?
I'm not working on anything right now. I'm reading comments. I'm trying to figure out why my screen recording isn't working for OBS. But I'm also up in Michigan, so I don't really have any Lego with me. Actually, I did bring the ship in the bottle set that I bought while still working at the Lego store, because I still had the discount back then. And I brought that with. I still haven't built it yet. It's sealed, so I'm gonna probably build that either today or tomorrow. I didn't bring a webcam. No, I have an internship, so I'm working at Whirlpool, which is like an appliance company. They're the #1 appliance company in the world, actually, because they own a bunch of other brands. They own KitchenAid, Genair, Maytag, like a bunch. They own Garage Band, Gladiator. They just own a bunch of brands, and so I'm have an engineering internship working on their global supply chain. So it's a lot of fun, but I don't have any room for Lego in the apartment they put me up at here. So Collecting Brick says it would be cool if you guys could design a vignette to sell online or at conventions that will help fund expenses. Yeah, we considered. I remember. I think it was like a year or so ago. We considered like coming up with a few mini builds, kind of like those little brickwood kit or something like that, like those small, or like a polybag size set. And then buying a bunch of parts and then selling those. The problem with that is that you need initial capital up front of like probably $200 or $300, depending on how many you're making, to buy all of the pieces. And then you're obviously assuming that those are all going to sell and all that stuff. So maybe we'll get to that at some point. I don't want to give anything away, but we're doing something within that realm, I'll say, within that ballpark for this upcoming collaboration. But more news on that will come out later in the coming weeks. So stay tuned.
I don't know anything about that.
Yeah, that's a secret.
Ooh.
Ooh. So yeah, that should open up hopefully another revenue for an avenue for revenue. Buddy's Brick said this maybe is a little off topic, but do you have Circle K in the U.S.? Also, do Circle K have a coffee cup you can buy and get free coffee there? Yeah, Circle K's are attached to like gas stations in the U.S. As like the little convenience store. I mean, I've probably been in one before, but I've never like gone out of my way to go to a Circle.
We have them in Canada too.
Mm-hmm.
They actually have those in Norway as well.
Wow. I would have never guessed that Circle K is like a global company.
Yeah. The more you know. That's the big thing we got out of today's stream. Not Laceropes announcement, but that Circle K is an international powerhouse.
Powerhouse, eh?
I'm so tired of sorting.
Oh yeah, it's getting late for you, kind of.
Yeah. It's 7 at the evening. I don't know the
7
difference in
PM.
AM and PM. So.
Oh wow, it's getting super.
Oh my god. Yeah.
Makita Gut said, I have seen International Circle K in my college in California. Fun fact, Spencer lives in California.
Yeah, we have Circle K here, I can confirm.
I can't. I know Ryan was streaming Bricks and Bits earlier. I'm assuming it has ended by now because those usually go for like an hour or so. I'm gonna check it out real quick though. Because on that stream he had Chris back because it's the 50th anniversary episode and Chris was one of the original hosts. Yeah, it looks like the stream has ended.
Okay, one question. What happened to
What happened to what? Oh, the Jedi Temple. No one. Yeah, he actually talked about it in the beginning of the. I watched like the first 30 or 40 minutes of the podcast, and so Chris is basically kind of entered into the Dark Ages. For those who don't know, that refers to the time away from the brick, and so he said he's kind of just not had a ton of inspiration lately, and just not had the motivation to build. So he said he'd love to pick it back up again. He just doesn't know when or if he'll go to the temple right away or if he'll hold off on the temple for a while and work on something else. Noah's here in the chat. Welcome, Noah. You know, I'd love for Chris, for those of you who don't know, is in RebelLUG. He's one of the founders, actually. And so I'd love for him to join the stream if he's around. Building Monday asks who's who. So bottom right, Lego Spencer. Bottom left, Fell First Lego Trooper. Top right, Sunset Brick. There, I said it right.
There we go.
Sunset Brick. Yeah, I don't know why I was thinking the other way. AK Andre. And then top left is me, Danny. Collecting Brick says, "Am I the only one who wish you guys were?"
Wait, Danny, you
I don't even know what the lug was called on the documentary. So I'm sure you're referring to the David's documentary, which is actually pretty good. I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
I would say the reason we probably weren't on it was because he, besides like the people he went to Denmark for, and Kevin Hinkle, all of the other and Matt, he went and visited Matt, but all the other interviews were done at Brickford, Virginia of last year. And we didn't have anybody from high command, which is like the leadership hierarchy basically in RebelLUG, like the people who help with the planning and stuff. None of them were at Brick Fair. But I actually had the chance to hang out with David a lot at Star Wars Celebration. I drove him around a bunch, like the restaurants and back to his hotel, because Star Wars Celebration was in Chicago this year. I had a car, obviously. He was flown in by Lego, so he did not have a car there. So I was his chauffeur.
How was Star Wars Celebration?
Oh, Star Wars Celebration was incredible. We have a ton of footage of what we did, and I'm really mad at myself for not getting that out yet, editing wise. One of them is basically all done, and I was literally ready to forgot to before. So, side story, I accidentally stepped on my computer the last week in college, and it kind of like cracked part of the casing. The computer itself is fine, but I contacted HP, and they sent out a box and so I had to ship it back to them, and so all of my videos are on there. I backed them up to a separate hard drive that I have back home in case they accidentally erased them, which I don't know why they would, whatever. So, but I currently don't have editing software on the laptop I'm using, and I don't have all the videos. Once I get that back, though, those will be. I'm gonna try to get all. We have like 10 celebration videos, probably. I'm gonna try to get those all up before Brickworld Chicago.
Sorry for the background noise if you can.
Yeah. Noah said he's gonna join soon. Cool. Collecting Bricks says Chris is the best. Oh yeah. Yeah, he really carried us in 2017 with that massive Scarif tower that he built for Brickworld that was at the RebelLUG display. That's such an iconic thing, and it's actually on a bunch of like Brickworld. Like if you search Brickworld Chicago on Google, the first picture that comes up is that.
Chris was actually the guy who brought me kind of into Lego, because I saw his oh my god, Jack Kumak.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but it crashed.
That was a big one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I guess all of Chris's box are massive.
Yeah.
Makita Gut said he did the best under his circumstances. Yeah. So going back to that, collecting bricks earlier, yeah. I'm sure if he had come to Brickworld, David has yet to come to Brickworld, then he won't be able to come this year because he's actually moving apartments, but maybe next year. And so I'm sure like we would have been in it then. And I didn't really know David, like we had never really talked before Celebration, but now we've met and stuff. Quick number says it'd be nice to have like a 2 to 3 minute video on your channel regarding all the builders and their channels, social media. Yes, Collecting Bricks, you're right on target with that. So we want to do that as well. The hardest part is nailing down like standards for those kind of videos, right? Because you want them all to have generally the same feel or same look. Like they don't have to be identical, like same questions or whatever format you're doing, but generally the same kind of look and feel. And it's hard to do that with everybody has different equipment, different editing capabilities, all that stuff. But what I would like to do is I got my own room at Brickworld Chicago in the hotel that Spencer and them are at, the Wyndham Garden, and it has a giant king bed, and so the room looks pretty big. And so I'd love to set up like a little interview spot, or if we do in the convention center, we could do in one of the conference rooms or something. And I can bring like my camera and stuff, and we can interview because we'll have 20 of us there, and we can do interviews for that's basically half the lug. And then we can upload all those videos. So I would like to do that. Actually, I'll make a note of that. So.
Someone asked what
About
happened to
videos.
first.
What'd you
What
say,
is
Spencer?
good?
Someone asked what happened to Daniel and Connor. What did happen to Daniel and Connor?
And Daniel who?
So,
I go first, Psycho Trooper. He died. Gone.
About you. What is a good editing software to use? Because I want to make a video on my Vardos map, but can't find editing software.
editing software is tricky because it depends on how much you're willing to spend and what you want to use. Like, I use Adobe. I use all the Adobe products, so Photoshop for photo editing and then Premiere for video editing, but that's gets pricey.
People that are looking
Yeah,
for
try the free version of Photoshop. Yeah.
people that are looking for or when somebody asks for like free editing software, I've defaulted to saying DaVinci Resolve, which is like actually some like, you know, Hollywood level editing software that's free, because I think it was initially designed to just be for like color correction, but it's actually like a totally tricked out editing software now. The only stuff it's missing is like the things that you can get in After Effects. So I don't know, it's still really advanced and it has a huge learning curve, but if you're willing to learn it, it's some really great free editing software.
And that kind of goes off. FMF Productions asks, what are some good softwares for thumbnails? So, Photoshop. Spencer, do you have any photo editing softwares that are free that you would recommend?
GIMP.
GIMP.
GIMP is kind of, yeah, like the go-to free editing software. It's not as like feature rich as Photoshop, but in terms of making YouTube thumbnails, it can do everything that you want. Yeah, I think it just is missing like the extremely advanced features of Photoshop. Like in Photoshop, you can make like something 3D and stuff like that, but you couldn't do that in GIMP. But everything else, you know, like masking and shadows and blurs, different text options, you know, text options galore are all in GIMP.
But how do you have something to prevent editing software who can just edit photos? I need a white background.
GIMP.
It's like pretty basic, so yeah,
GIMP. Yeah,
yeah.
usually when people ask me like, how should I do this, I'll send them GIMP and I'll send them a YouTube tutorial on how to make a white background in GIMP.
Can you send me that, Judith?
There you go. Spencer, you gotta start charging commission for your work of teaching people how to edit photos. Let's see. So FMF Production says, I can't hear anything. Hopefully you can figure out your audio troubles, because it sounds like everyone else in the chat can hear us. But if you have audio troubles, let us know. Everyone, hopefully our audio is coming through. Yeah, it sounds like that. Makita got asked for the rest of the LUG members, you could send their interview answers in writing to be added on social media or on video to be edited later, but video is more challenging. Yeah, so actually, kind of with that is there's a blog on the RebelLUG website. I know no one ever goes to the RebelLUG website. Check it out, RebelLUG.com. There's a tab that says blog, and there's a bunch of interviews of members. They're just scrolling through here. There's one with Emeth, there's one with Kevin, there's one with Nathaniel, there's one with Andrew, Elijah, Nick Brick, Elijah's Peach Bricks, Andrew's CRCT Productions, Nathaniel's NS Brick Designs, Kevin's Brick Ninja, and Emeth's Hazardfall 1. So if you're okay with like text written interviews, you can check out those. But I think video would be much preferable.
We started up the RebelLUG Roundtable podcast around the same time that we started doing the blog, I think. And the intention of the podcast was to, interview our members and people outside of the community, just about stuff. Like if you guys remember those, before Beyond the Brick did a bunch of videos where they would go to conventions and show people's mocks, they would just do these like hour-long podcasts where they interviewed people from the community. And I sort of wanted to do that, but we only did like one episode, so... At some point, maybe we'll bring it back. I think I know we will. But
yes,
it's a matter of like, there's all these things that we want to do, but everybody also has their own lives and stuff like that. I don't know.
Yeah, so my plan at least now is, now that I've kind of gotten settled in here in Michigan, I don't have any Lego. The nice thing about like being an adult and having a job is that you go to work 8 to 5, and then when you get off at 5, you literally like can do whatever the heck you want. Like when you're in school, like especially in college, like you're in class all day, and then all day in class you're thinking about, okay, this is all the homework and studying and stuff I have to do when I get back, and the club meetings and all that stuff I have to go to. And then you get back, and then you're like, oh, or when I'm at home, like, yeah, I have a bunch of free time, like in the summer. If, like, in the past when I didn't have an internship, I was back at home. Yeah, you have a bunch of free time, but there's also like responsibilities of like, oh, like family's coming over this day. Oh, we're gonna go visit the grandparents. Oh, your friends are gonna come over. Like, yeah, of course, all that stuff is good too, but it just takes up time, and just having this internship where I'm away from all of my responsibilities back home and I don't have anything to do after work, it's like all this free time. And so this past week was a lot of just settling in and getting used to the Eastern time zone. I know it's only an hour ahead of Central, but just adjusting my body clock to that. But now that I'm ready to go, I'd love to start doing more of those things. Since I don't have any brick to build with, I can be working on these different YouTube projects.
So you want to start up the RebelLUG Roundtable again, is what you're saying?
Yes, exactly what I'm saying. Once I figure out how to use stupid screen recording, I don't know what the heck is going on.
Yeah, I want to, the way that we did it the first time, I want to way reduce the workflow, because...
Yeah, 100%.
If you go watch it, I wanted these, like, so that you know who is so that you knew who was talking, I wanted these, like, audio level meters under each person's like profile picture.
You just like completely cut out from the segment.
Oh, I don't
know if that was just on my end or.
Well, if it's on your end, then oh wait, no, never mind. Anyway, yeah, I wanted these like audio level meters for each person's like profile picture, so you knew who was talking. And that meant like we had to like record each person's like microphone separately, and then I had to put it all into After Effects, and like it was a whole thing. If we're gonna do it again, we have to like record something straight out of OBS and upload that, I think.
Yeah.
Bring back YouTube news.
Oh,
Lego news.
Best series ever.
I remember it being really popular on your channel. And then you did it on RebelLUG and nobody liked it.
And then we got made fun of.
Yeah, we got slammed. I think yeah. We could.
I mean, I feel like whatever news we'd cover in that could just be like absorbed into the round. Where
I agree.
Yeah. I missed the comment somewhere. Let's see. Oh. Let's see. FMF Productions earlier asked, "What's the collab?" So, the Laceropes collab, which is, you can see the title of this live stream, the Laceropes mission. We just released the first kind of preview statement on the Instagram yesterday. So if you follow us on RebelLUG social media, specifically our Instagram, but it's going to be posted on all of them, these updates leading up to Brickworld Chicago, which is the big reveal. But so far, all we have announced is that the The collab will be shown, all the pieces, there's 10 parts to it, will all be shown at BrickWorld Chicago, and then the weekend after, June 26th, it'll all be released online publicly for everyone to see. So it's going to be built all by RebelLUG members, and then it is sponsored by AB Figures. So abfigures.com if you want to check out what he does. Obviously, there's a ton of details and information that we're not sharing that will come in the coming weeks here as we get closer to BrickWorld. So stay tuned. And we'll be doing a bunch more of these live streams. We'll be calling them preview events or whatever we call them, where we'll kind of be discussing these bits of news that we're announcing on our social medias as they come up, and continuing building, of course, obviously.
About 80 figures, can we talk about those figures, or
No, not yet.
just how they're made?
We'll get to those once Spencer receives a special package.
Okay.
But that should be in like the next week or two, hopefully. Olav's here. Olav, I'm guessing, is not going to be joining the stream.
Join Olaf.
Everyone, go on Olav's Instagram and comment on whatever his most recent post is that he should join the stream. This is
Olaf, nå tar du og kommer og joiner.
That's how we accomplish stuff on the internet.
Yeah, just talk to me Norwegian.
Building Monday says not from me. I don't know exactly what you're referring to, but Frank's Fantastic Bricks is here. Welcome. Welcome.
Yeah, we should totally start up the RebelLUG roundtable like soon. That'd be epic.
Heck yeah.
Seems like everybody's got a podcast.
Yeah.
At my school, which had like 500 kids, I think there were like 5 groups of kids that had their own podcast.
Wow.
Because every thought that went through everybody's head was so important that they had to share it with the entire world.
Building Monday said Olav got spammed. Let's see if that actually worked. yeah. The message from Building his most recent post is about Podkvassel, the convention in Norway, and there's like a few comments of like, "Oh, it's great to see you there, great to meet you," and then you just see Olav join.
I love harassing Olav.
Yeah. Cody's Brick asked, "Who of you speak Norwegian?" And then he said something in Norwegian, which I don't know.
Kan du på norsk?
I think in the other stream we were trying to figure out if Norwegians had their own language. So.
They have.
Oh, we were talking about like the history of like Norwegian independence or something, right?
Yeah, but I think before that,
like,
that came up.
It was like bring your tractor to school day. Oh, that's good.
Norway was a part of Denmark.
Wait, I totally forgot. It was part of. Was it part of Denmark and then part of Sweden and then they gained independence?
Yeah.
Perhaps.
Interesting.
Yeah, crazy.
Sandre, I'm gonna completely butcher this, but Odie's Brick sent something that I think is in Norwegian that says, I don't even know how to pronounce it. Like how do you make a sound out of these letters? I can't even.
Hvem norsk av dere?
Yeah, there you go. What does that mean?
Who of you are Norwegian?
Oh, okay.
none of those. I hope that adequately answers your question.
Just try to say it.
I like literally can't even form.
I don't remember
that
what
would
you
be in-
said when you
it's like-
pronounced it.
It's
Hevem Norsk Avder.
Is this racist?
Fun times. We gotta do. Oh, that's what I wanted to do. I totally forgot. I want to build all of the country flags that represent RebelLUG.
Er du også norsk Buddhist-brick?
And I won't. Oh, jeez. I probably have the people to do it. Just like one by one bricks and stuff. Like small ones.
You want to do it for Brickworld?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Building Monday said Olav hates clone mocks. Also, Olav is in LUG made for clone mock collab.
Well, he's literally doing a clone mock right now, so Olaf can come at me. I think Olaf was
At one point-
excited to do a Clone Wars mock.
Yeah.
What now, Olaf?
Yeah, he was. At one point we had 16 viewers. I think that was our highest on one of these Laceropes streams.
I think
Now we're down to 12, but still.
it's higher than it was at the end last time. We were at like the 12 to 15 range, and then it went back down to like 4 and just stayed there for like 3 hours.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Jeg husker det.
Yeah, Bodhi's brick is sending more Norwegian gibberish that I have no idea what's going on.
He just said he wasn't PKH.
It's Lee
Oh, okay.
Ferguson Day.
We should have like a fully international stream where it's like all the. Let's see, Sandra, is it just you and Olav? Oh wait, isn't Osmond in Norway too?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you three got to do a live stream on the RebelLUG channel where you only speak Norwegian the entire stream.
Yeah.
And then we're in the same stream, and we only speak English.
No, we have to speak Norwegian. We have to translate everything and then do our best to pronounce it in
Yeah.
Norwegian.
This sounds like really racist.
How?
Why?
I think it's racist that you think that's racist. Got him. FMF Productions asked Danny, how did your old box get so many views?
Bots.
YouTube, the Lego Star Wars community on YouTube was a different place back when I posted all of my builds. So, oh, we lost Daniel. I'm guessing his phone died because I think he was on his phone.
When
Yeah.
will Noah come?
Yeah, when will Noah come? That's a good question.
He's always late.
I wish there was a way to like remove my logo from the call chat.
Do you have a webcam on your laptop?
Yeah.
Turn it on.
But can't you just turn on?
You want to just look at my face the whole time?
I guess.
No, I meant like, so it only shows your two webcams,
Oh,
Yeah, I don't know.
so that I
I
could
know.
just be mystery man talk. Um, right, Makita Good said, "Let's all type RebelLUG in any other language we know." I don't know how you translate RebelLUG into different languages. I don't think proper nouns work like that.
You can if you use language users group. If you do
Oh,
like that,
yeah.
you can do it like RebelLUG. Well, how would that sound? Rebel users group.
Like in other countries, do they say lug or do they say something else? Because it's still called the same thing, and we can translate rebel.
But in Norway, rebel is very similar. It's a rebel, kind of similar.
What did you guys think of the Game of Thrones finale? I have not.
Don't spoil.
Yeah, no spoilers. I'll delete them if you send them. I don't think Spencer watches it. Do you?
No, I will.
Yeah, I don't watch it.
I was actually waiting. Oh, go ahead.
Yeah. Oh, Sandra's. You're on what, season 5? Did you say?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Episode 3 or something. I'm kind of late, so.
Yeah, I was actually waiting for it to like be finished, and then everybody was like, "This is the last episode." I was like, "Oh, I thought that was like going indefinitely."
I watched 2 episodes today. I'm on the grind.
Alright, I see. RebelLUG is El Mejor. There we go. Espanol.
I took 3 years of Spanish in high school, and I can't speak any more Spanish than I could on the first day.
Yeah. I took it from 2nd grade through senior year of high school, and I'm pretty much in the same boat. Like, I haven't... Like, I can understand, like, if someone says something simple to me and does it super fast, I can basically gather what it is, but I'm terrible at speaking it.
There was like this, I was like such an edgy like sophomore or something at the end of sophomore year over Spanish. I hated Spanish so much, and the school did like this survey about what the students thought of these different classes. So I added up all the hours that I was in Spanish class. I was like, I've been in this class for like 120 hours over the last 2 years, and I guarantee you I know maybe even less than on the first day. School never wrote me back, so
Rip.
probably like just
Got
edgy
ghosted.
teenager.
Can't wait FM production. FMX production. So.
Oh, message retracted. Interesting. Didn't catch that one. Alright, let's figure it out. See if I can figure out fixing this black screen that I was getting.
I'm gonna guess, did you ever do like a restart, like a computer restart?
No, it's something with NVIDIA. I don't know. I don't know what any of this is actually.
I would totally uninstall the drivers and try it. You gotta get go look up like a driver remover software to do that. Is that... Oh, it's Noah.
Hey, Noah.
How's it going?
Pretty good. How about you?
Good. 1 sec. There we go. Alright. Just got back from a trip to Legoland, so yeah.
Nice.
Going to be sorting a little bit.
Nice. What did you get?
Yeah, that you will see right now.
Ooh.
You guys ever been to Michigan? If so, where? Danny, have you ever been to Michigan?
I don't know. Who asked that?
FMF.
Oh, of course. Yeah, I'm in Michigan right now. I have an intern. So. That's not what I. Oh, I didn't even save it. Harambe death anniversary in 2 days. Wow. Time flies.
Wow.
Milwaukee's in Michigan, right? No, that is incorrect. Milwaukee is in Wisconsin. That's the other way. That would be north of Chicago, north of Illinois, where Michigan is like northeast. You have to go east first around Lake Michigan, then you have to go through Icky, Indiana to get to Michigan.
Olav, who is from Norway, is a bigger fan of American basketball than I think anybody I know.
Yeah, actually, no, I know a lot.
Yeah, that's actually kind of weird.
Oh, you should go to a Bulls game while you're here.
Is that one of your teams, Danny?
Yeah, Chicago Bulls. We're in Michigan. I'm in. Oh, go on.
I need to bring 3 suitcases. Oh no, yeah, 3 cases. Wait, what? Yeah, 3 suitcases for Rivera.
Wow. 30 suitcases.
One is going to be empty on the way. The way home is going to be full of pickup trucks.
How do I convince my dad to go to the Lego Comic-Con Germany? Building Monday. That
That is a challenge.
Noah, how would you convince your dad to take you to the Legoland if you had to?
I
mean,
don't.
where-
I just go.
Where are you from?
Well, that's not what Building Monday asked.
Where's Building Monday from?
I'm guessing Germany. I don't know.
I hope he's not
I
from
have no
America. Because this is going
I
to be a
think Billy
considerable
Monday's from-
challenge.
The Netherlands, I think. So.
Okay.
Is that medium blue, Noah?
Sorry. No, that's dark turquoise or teal.
Oh,
Oh, and Spencer, look at this cool color that they have there.
What color is it? Is it dark
It's like
trans pink?
Yeah, something like that.
Is that the color that's like on the back of the X-wing thrusters?
On the what? Back what? Oh, the thrusters. Yeah, I think so.
oh, son. Fine.
FMF Productions. You're like 45 minutes from here. I'm basically like, if you just drive straight towards like Michigan, I'm like almost in line with where Kalamazoo is, but right on the coast of like Michigan.
Do you have the tiles there, Noah?
Sorry.
Do you have the tiles there?
Oh, the ones you wanted? Yeah, I have them somewhere.
Yeah.
Oh, I've said Spencer likes mentioning how much I like basketball. Happens when.
I've mentioned that one time before this, and that was like months ago. I didn't even think it was on a stream. I think it was just in a chat.
Oh, if I was at a Bulls game, what year was that? It was quite a few years ago when they were in the playoffs against the Heat. It was Game 7, and I was in one of the sky boxes, and in the box next to me was Scottie Pippen, and so I got his autograph. It was pretty cool story.
Is Scottie Pippen a player?
Yeah, I'm sure you know who Michael Jordan is, or Michael Jordan.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Scottie Pippen was on the team with Michael Jordan. He was like the second best player next to Michael Jordan.
Funny that you should mention Michael Jordan. I was watching a bunch of keynotes from Gary Vee, and it's funny how he mentions consistently how he hates Michael Jordan.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Nice. Michael Jordan's son went to my college.
Wait, so why doesn't he like Michael Jordan? What's to dislike?
No idea. He just doesn't like him for some reason. But it's so funny because like he'll get like so mad about it, and then like way off of what he's actually doing in the keynote, and then just I don't know. It's humorous. So
I feel like he hasn't done anything like But didn't he do something that was the reason that he had to go play baseball, or was that a different player? He played baseball for like a year because he got kicked out of the NBA temporarily.
No idea.
I don't.
Olaf would know. Olaf would
Yeah.
know.
I'm
Olaf.
trying to remember.
It was one of those like really legendary basketball players like Michael Jordan or
Yeah, like I know Michael Jordan played on the White Sox for however many. I don't even know if it was a full season.
Also, they had these tiles there.
Oh, he didn't get kicked out of the NBA. Like he played for the White Sox after he retired.
and he was not very good, right?
I can't imagine he would be any good.
Do you guys know anything about soccer? Or like American?
Nope.
Well, the MLS is absolutely terrible, so that's like the soccer league here in America. So
I know of soccer.
I've been to a few Chicago Fire games. Team by me.
The United States playing soccer? Don't make me laugh.
I need to go because I need to go.
All right, thanks for coming out, Andre. Appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
We'll see you later.
But Olaf, now you can take my place.
There we go, Olaf. You, Andre. Perfect. MPM. Yeah. Oh, go on.
But
See ya. MPM Brick Studios said he went to the Lego store yesterday and got 6 Pab cups along with the 20th anniversary snow speeder. What'd you get in your Pab cups? Were they all like the same? Like, was each cup a piece, or did you just mix in a bunch of stuff?
2x4s.
2x4. He also said there's a brick fair coming to St. Louis. I did not know about that. No one in RebelLUG is going to that because no one. I mean, St. Louis is like 5 hours away from me. It's like 2 hours away from my college, 2.5.
Wait. A brick fair is in St. Louis?
Yeah, I didn't hear about that.
Wait, when's that happening?
Oh boy. Brick Fair, St. Louis. Let's see.
Brick fair Venezuela, am I right?
Yeah. Oh wait, I don't even see it on the website. Oh wait, maybe it's a Brick World and they were just saying Brick Fair. Because Brick World I know is adding on a bunch of new locations. No. Chicago, Kansas City, Michigan, Fort Wayne, Indiana, Indianapolis, Wisconsin.
Geez, so many.
Yeah, those are all Brick Worlds. Yeah, I don't see it on Brickworld or Brick Fair. So,
Might be Brickfest Live.
oh no, not Brick Festival.
Oh my god.
Tubes up, people.
I am so sorry if it's Brickfest Live.
No, it's not. We're in luck. Brickfest Live is going to Denver. Oh, I know. Colorado Lug or whatever they're calling themselves, which is like some Beta Lug people and some other people are going to that one. And then Pasadena, California, Spencer.
Yeah, I've been to that one before.
And then Houston, Texas.
It sucked.
They came by me at one point, but I didn't go. I didn't want to pay the $60 or whatever it is to go.
No, they invited my lug, so I did not give them money. But I displayed
good.
my mocks there, and my mock was the coolest part of the entire convention. So...
What mock are you bring with you?
It was back in 2015 maybe when I built like the really tall tower. It was like 5 feet tall.
Oh yeah. I remember that.
MPMS, who is all on the call right now? All the way on the right of your screen is middle is Noah H2 Brick, and then the left is me, Lego Buff Productions. Once I figure out how to fix this screen recording problem on my laptop, I'll probably be hosting all the rest of the streams then, and then since I won't be building, I can take the time to add in like name text things under each people's things so you can see who's who.
Yeah, Olaf, come into the stream so we can have an even amount of like spacing.
Yes. We also need to balance the US and Europeans. Very important.
Very important. Yeah.
MPM said he's looking to find out where he saw the Lego convention in St. Louis. Because I cannot find it. Oh, here. Lego fan conventions. It's Brick Universe.
That's the one from Texas.
Yes.
So they're expanding.
City, St. Louis, July 13th and 14th. Noah.
Noah, are
So
you going to
they're
Brick
not-
Fair?
I am. Yeah.
Okay.
Are you just staying in the U.S. for the summer between Brickworld and Brick Fair? Are you going back?
I'm going back.
Okay.
I have to go back anyway.
Because don't you still have family here?
Yeah, like grandparents and whatnot.
Yeah.
So, yeah. But none of them are really near any Lego conventions, so it's a little sad.
FMF production says bring CP gamers back to RebelLUG. So we have this thing called legacy members, where basically if you were removed from RebelLUG for inactivity or whatever the case may be, you're welcome to come back as a legacy member where you have access to chat, and then there's like an accelerated reapplication. That's actually what happened for Everett, a Brick Interest, is he became a legacy member. Was able to see the chat and hang out with us still, and then he decided to reapply and voted back in.
Yeah.
We extended that invitation to gamers to become a legacy member. Like, you don't have to apply or like you automatically become one. And we sent that to him on Instagram, and he saw the message. So I don't know. I don't know why. So he's welcome to become a legacy member whenever he wants. He just has to let us know so we can add him.
Yeah, it's not like we're on purpose, like shutting him out. So.
Yeah, no, he's welcome back whenever.
Yeah.
As are anyone else who left for those same reasons.
It's BrickTubers still a thing?
Oh, I hope so. BrickTubers. Okay, they have a Facebook page, but
What was
their
what
website
was
link doesn't come up first.
what was the guy's name that was building the large New York Empire State
Oh,
Building?
Kevin F.
Is
The
he
original
still around?
thing.
Or
I'm subscribed to him on YouTube, and I haven't seen it in a long time. I have actually a coffee mug of his, like that has his logo and stuff on it, because I won like this contest he did a while ago, where or it was like a challenge where you had to like watch his videos and then you'd like an advent calendar thing. It was actually pretty creative. Let's see,
Yeah.
Kevin.
So you had to know like the lore of Kevin F to win.
Like he basically made a bunch of videos during Advent, and then he had this like scorecard, or not a scorecard, like a fill in the blank sheet, and so basically there was something said in every video, like you didn't know where, and then you would fill out the card, and then you just submit it through like a Google form. Like it was basically a Google form that you just filled out as you went along. And then from all the people who had correct answers, he like drew one name, and then they won like $50 in Lego sets, and
that
and
was
then
you?
a coffee mug.
Or okay.
Yeah, his last video is from 2 years ago, so I'm gonna take that as a no. He's done.
Yeah.
This is so sad.
That's quite sad because I remember seeing all the like segments he was doing building the building or Empire State Building, and
Yeah, that thing was
he-
insane.
he was in or he is in Norway, I think.
I thought he was American.
Hmm?
Was he
he's-
American and moved to Norway?
He moved to Norway. Like he comes out of like San Francisco, I think, something like that. So
Yeah, because when I received the package and stuff, it was from Norway.
it's kind of insane because like building a mock in Norway, I bet is not the easiest thing to do. So,
Yeah, and he was gonna like bring it to a bunch of conventions.
Yeah.
Where is the application for RebelLUG? Go to rebellug.com/application. You can also go on rebellug.com, and at the bottom there's application details. And that'll tell you what we're looking for, and also has a link to our Discord, which is like the primary path to applying.
And here's that link. Yeah, you're welcome to join the Discord, even if you don't want to apply. You can just hang out in there. FMF asked Danny, what other places in Michigan do you know? I mean, like, my family's been vacationing to South Haven for 20 years. Like, since before I was born, they've been going. So over 20 years then. And, you know, like, obviously, like, the major cities like Detroit, Kalamazoo. I had heard of Kalamazoo before, obviously. Grand Rapids, Holland. Lansing. Let's just name cities in all the states that we know. That's a fun idea. That's what the viewers are here for. FMF said he'll let CP gamers know about it. Yeah.
Do
Yeah,
it.
just
man.
tell Noah. That's his name, Noah CP. Not you, Noah HG, but the other one.
Yeah,
Respond to the DM we sent him on Instagram whenever he wants.
Or not, because I like being a single Noah. In my voice.
Yeah, we already have too many Caleb's, and is there another person that we have more than one that we have duplicates of? And we had more than one Josh at one point, and we had more than one Noah at one point. But since then, both Joshes have left, and one of the Noahs has
Yeah.
left.
Thank goodness we gotta keep the names.
This is
And then the
definitely
work
the primary issue that we have to deal with.
Yep.
I think one time we voted on a member that I think has since been admitted. I don't remember. But it was like when you vote no on someone, or I think also when you vote yes, you have to like give a reason. And their reason was like, I don't want another person with the same name as this person because it'll get confusing. And we don't normally like veto people's votes. Like that's probably the only veto we've done. But we were like, shut up. That's not a good reason.
No, my favorite one was, I forgot who it was, but someone like didn't get voted in, and we're all like, "What the heck happened? Like, how did this person act? Like, it should have been like an obvious shoe."
It was Tristan, I think, right?
And then no, this is someone else. And then we were looking through the reasons, and one person put like they mixed up the people. So like when we were voting on like 3 people at the meeting, they like mix up reasons. Like this person like doesn't go to conventions, they're not talking anything. Classic. I remember Olaf caught that. Olaf was the master of rigging the elections.
Yeah.
I was gonna make a joke there, but I'm gonna leave it at that. So, Russian.
Rush. Okay. NPM Brick said he's sorting. FMF says, "Are you guys ready to in the coming months?" Yes. Bring it on.
Wait, what did he ask?
Are you ready to see 50 Mandalore mocks in the referring to people building from the Clone Wars? Yeah.
That's David's new mock, right?
Yeah. Wait, what did CP? Oh, Integral Bricks. That's CP Gamer's new name.
I'm gonna be a smart person and wait till the episodes actually come out and then build Mandalore.
Wow. Genius.
Strategy. Tactical.
Now you got all these people building a Mandalore mock off of like reference pictures from like earlier episodes, but hey, you never know where it might take place now. You know, sure, in the main capital area, but
It's
if you
not
want
about accuracy, it's about the views.
Come on, Noah.
I'm not trying to hold my artistic integrity in a high regard. I want YouTube views.
Yeah.
NPM Brick Studio says he has to go for 10 minutes. Be streaming. I don't know, Spencer, how long will we be streaming?
No, not really. I'm not too exhausted yet, and assuming everybody else just doesn't leave, then I guess we'll keep going.
We're going until Spencer drops dead.
The last time I was hosting, and I wanted to leave, but the stream started getting good after like the 2.5 hour mark. So I was like, oh my god, I can't just end it because then I'm a loser. So I have to sit here and pretend like I like this.
Yeah.
FMF says everyone builds what David builds.
This is a fact.
Yep. Or is it everyone builds what Matt builds? Or what Jay builds?
No, the way it works is first David builds it, then Matt builds it, and then people build from Matt and David.
There we go.
So
Sandra's eating and watching the stream at the same time. Wow, multitasking. See, that's the key to becoming RebelLUG members. You have to be good at multitasking.
I think I started off the last stream by eating. We do these streams at like early time for me. By early, I mean
late time. Europeans. Stupid time zones.
Yeah, we should just all operate on a universal time zone.
Alright.
So it seems every time we live stream, link for the Discord, a bunch of people joined. Like today, we had 1, 2, 3, 4 people join, like within like relatively the same time, and everyone's like, someone's like, why does this happen? Like every so often, there's just like random days where a bunch of people join.
Wait, what are you talking about?
Our Discord server.
Oh.
Whenever we stream, there's always like whatever days we stream on during the stream, a bunch of people join the server, or not a bunch, but like today we had 4.
We gotta
always had a
advertise
handful.
the shirts.
Yes. You can throw if you have that picture still. If you want
yeah, I
to
just
throw it.
had to turn it on when I.
Turn it on.
I did. It's on.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh, Mom.
Spencer, did you use 2x4 slopes in dark bluish gray for your mock?
2
Like around the edge?
slope. Yes.
Okay. It's so funny because like I think in my second age part, or maybe it was something else. Like I put like 2 or 3 of those in, and Olaf writes me, he's like, "No, you put 2x slopes in your mock." I'm like, okay, whoa.
Everybody, calm down.
A million Kashyyyk mocks in 2015. To be fair, I think there were like a million Kashyyyk mocks before that.
Yeah.
That was like the go-to. You'd build a mock that had trees on it, and the go-to was to just say it was Kashyyyk.
I feel like this wave of people building the same kind of mock was those started by David. Because I mean, you gotta admit, like when David puts out, "Oh, I'm building this," or "I'm building Scarif," then all of a sudden you've got like 10 or 15 people that within the next 2 weeks after that are saying, "Oh, I'm building a Scarif mock. It's gonna be totally cool. Oh, I'm building this. You know, I'm building the bunker or the tower or something."
Yeah.
So, yeah. Or like the crates. I mean, I've seen so many crates now. Like, yeah.
No, are you sorting your pieces that you bought today?
Yeah.
So how much did all those cost?
Oh, this is not all of it, by the way.
Oh boy.
This is just one bag.
I'm just curious, like how, because I know it's by weight, right?
Yeah, it's by weight.
And I've never had a good sense for how much like bricks weigh, especially in like grams.
Yeah, it kind of depends. Like on the piece at times, like 1x2 plates, they weigh like I think, or 1x2 tiles, and it doesn't matter 1x2 tile or plate, they weigh like I don't know, like 2 grams, 3 grams, something like that.
Hmm.
Actually, I need a cup for the ones I have here.
Oh, Luke sent a progress picture. Finally.
Oh, here, I'll use my
About freaking time.
No, but these parts and like a bunch of other pieces that I have, Danny, that I'll be bringing those to Brick World. So
Okay.
if you need any of that, just
Yeah,
let me know.
I'm going on a piece buying hiatus for the near, actually Lego buying hiatus. Not because I need to save money, but just because, like, when I was home for a week before I went off to my internship, I was sorting through, like, I had set drafts that I did at like Brickworld from like 2 years ago, and like stuff I bought from vendors at Brickworld like 3 years ago that I never sorted out and like put in my collection. And so I'm like, I'm really behind on like sorting stuff into my collection, and I have so much in my collection that I need to like build from. So
Yeah.
I'm just taking a break for a while so I can catch up.
That's something that I don't understand. You've got certain builders like Lee. If you're watching this, take notes. um, Lee has a collection that is very, very nice. Like he's got some very nice parts. Because I remember being at his house and we were like sometimes building little things and whatnot. But there's certain people that have like collections that are really good, and then it's just all in bins. And then they're like, "Oh, I need to make a bricklink for this." If anything, get your collection ordered first because that's the first step. And
another
then
person who's just like that is Timothy. He doesn't sort anything.
I mean, basically what I'll do is I'll sort the majority of my stuff. Sometimes I'll have like one bin where just random pieces in it.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'll, from occasionally I'll just like dig in there and find something that I really need. But most of my stuff is sorted. And at times, if I have like 2 or 3 mocks I need to sort, I'll just take one weekend where I'll sort all the pieces really quickly. So, yeah.
Building Monday, he's the one who earlier asked us how we can help him convince his dad to let him go to the Germany Legoland. Wait, where is it in Germany? What city is it?
It's in Stuttgart.
What is that by?
That is 2 hours by bus from Munich.
Okay.
Yeah. It's a pretty cool convention. It's like, it's comic. It's like that. Yeah, it's just like Comic-Con, just a bit smaller in Germany. So.
Gotcha. Yeah, the only 2 cities I know in Germany are.
Yeah. I'm still signed up to go, even though all of the like Road Bricks people and Imperium der Steine people decided not to go because of like something that I don't know, like the convention is not letting them do. So the competition's out of the way, and RebelLUG will be representing there. So
yeah.
Do you know where Bonn is, Noah?
Yeah, Bonn is all the way on the west side. Yeah, it's like Midwest area.
Is that far away from you? And cool stuff?
Yeah, it's like by bus. That's like 10-hour drive by bus. By car or train, it's like 6 hours, I think, something like that. Okay, wait, because they have like that convention going on over there, right?
No, there's just like a study abroad thing in Bonn that somebody was telling me about, and I was like, oh, I know someone who lives in Germany.
Yeah.
How long does it take, like, to drive from one end of Germany to the other, like east west?
East to west?
Yeah.
Never driven. Almost said that wrong. I've never driven from east to west, but I would say maybe like 6 or 7 hours.
Okay.
Something like that. I know that from the bottom to the top, like from here, anyways, to the top, it's like 12-hour drive, I think.
Gotcha.
Crazy.
It's always interesting, like, comparing, because the U.S. is like so big compared to Europe. Like, especially like the way the maps are drawn, they look like they're the same size, but they're not.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, even driving through the U.S., like, that's also... Oh, it depends on where you're going, but, like, I remember driving from Montgomery to, like, Austin, Texas, and that would take, like...
That would take, like, 2 days.
Yeah, it'd take, like, 2 days, and I'd be like, wow, such a distance, so...
Yeah, because there's a bunch of people at my internship who are from BYU, which is Brigham Young University, which is in Utah.
Yeah.
And it was a 24-hour drive from there to here.
How many hours does it take to drive across the... Like, how many total hours? It's probably like 40 like from like coast to coast.
I'm guessing it's 40 to 50.
Yeah. Which in
wait, from
days of
the
driving
east
is
side?
like,
Let's see.
how many hours can
Wait,
you
it's
drive?
east
in a
to
day?
the west?
It's a 40-hour. Yeah, it's 40 hours.
You can probably drive like 16 hours a day, right? Maybe.
Sure.
I don't care.
Yeah, it's.
All right, almost done. More pile.
Olaf said all my stuff is sorted. I get OCD if I have unsorted mocks or sets lying around. I wish that was the case for me. I hate having unsorted stuff, but I just have so much.
But I also hate sorting, so.
Yeah, Danny, that's a good question actually. Will we be seeing the Lego Buff Productions crib at Brickworld?
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't planning on going home at all, but I'll probably inevitably have to go home for like to pick up some like piece or I don't know something. I probably left something. So if the Europeans, since you made the trip all the way out to Chicago, I would not mind drive, especially if we go to Bricks and Minifigs. No brainer that we would drive right past my house.
All right, yeah, that sounds cool.
No, Olaf tried saying that Norway is 2 times larger than Texas, but it's actually the reverse. There you go. He said it's actually the other way around. Fool. Yeah. Wow. Riveting.
Is the population of Norway has to be much bigger than Texas though, right?
Let's
That
see.
makes sense.
Smaller population, I think. Yeah.
Norway population. They have 5.2 million people.
Yeah.
Just
yeah,
kidding. I
small.
bet Texas has more.
I think.
Yeah, Texas definitely has more, like
Well-
30. Or I bet something like that.
I
Let's
think
see.
California has around 32.
Texas has 28 million.
Ah, they're 2 off. All right.
Bruh.
Fun fact: you could actually fit 34 Germanys into Australia, or something like that. I don't know. Like, you had that in class at one point.
Yeah, I would definitely want to make a stop by the house formerly known as the Buffin.
Buff breakfast.
Eventually, like 3 years down the road, like I'm assuming you guys, if you ever even come back for Brickworld Chicago, it'd probably be in like
I'll be back.
a bunch of years. I hope to reopen the doors to the Buffin Breakfast.
Nice.
In the same place or in your own crib? Your own pad.
Possibly both. Like one or like I don't know. Depends on when they come back. Like I won't have my own place obviously before I graduate college. And then when I graduate, it just depends on what I want to do. Because obviously you save a ton of money by living at home, but you know there's also other factors you have to consider.
Depends
I
on
better
where
see
you're gonna
the-
work.
I better see the Buff breakfast open in 2020.
Yes, for CloneCon.
Yes.
CloneCon, sorry.
Are you planning on staying in Illinois, or is that? I mean, I don't know about planning, but do you want to?
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot to figure out. Because I basically have to decide what I want to do career if I want to indeed go into engineering. I mean, if it was all about money, if I want to make the most amount of money, I'd go into engineering because obviously that's what my degree's in, and that's what like the starting salary out of college for industrial engineer at U of I is between $70,000 and $80,000. That's just starting, and then you easily go up into the six figures very quickly. But is that what I want to do? That's the question.
Big baller moves.
So, like, I can for sure guarantee you that I'm not gonna LA and pursue film. Like, but do I want to pursue some sort of video stuff here? Oh yeah,
Move to Atlanta.
yeah, Atlanta. Honestly, that's the way to go.
When it comes to filming, though, like video stuff, in what direction are you wanting to do it? Like, for YouTube?
If I
or
didn't,
for-
no. If I did it as a career, I would go into like the movie industry.
Okay.
And see, that's where I think, like, ideally, I find a job that involves, like, because industrial engineering is basically like logistics. Like, I'm working on the supply chain right now, and so obviously that's applicable to really any industry. Like, I could even go like, any company has to have a supply chain. Like, I could go work for Lego in their supply chain department with engineering. That'd be a lot of fun too. I also really like the city, Washington D.C. too. So that's relevant.
There's a book written by one of the founders of Pixar called Creativity Incorporated, and a big section of the book he talks about the supply chain of Pixar and how it both almost destroyed them and how fixing it like basically saved Pixar, and specifically like Toy Story 2. And the thing that he related it to was Toyota's innovation in the supply chain in Japan.
Yeah, Toyota's
like
big, and like they set the standards basically.
where they were like able to, where individual employees, low-level employees, were able to completely stop the entire production line, so that everybody could focus on fixing minute problems and increasing the efficiency of the production line, so that they were able to produce way more than American companies and other Japanese companies. But
So, the first bag had all of these pieces in it.
Oh wow.
So, this cup right here has the same piece, but in dark bluish gray. So, yeah.
Olav, what should I make the walls of this temple look like? I don't know what I want to do.
Whoa! Look at Lucas's progress pics. Those are very nice.
Oh, he sent them.
Yeah.
I messaged him last night, like, did you even start? He's like, yeah, I'm like almost done. I'm like, why don't you send a single picture? Alex Baller. Oh man,
Alright.
the wall. That
Yeah.
is crazy. I've never seen anything like this before. Lucas always comes through with like some really baller stuff. Every time.
Every single time. That's why. And to think he got into the lug by winning, what was that? The Rogue One contest.
Is that what happened?
He won a contest, and that's how he got in. He built the Death Star room or something.
Oh yes, perhaps.
Yeah,
Was that, well,
the
it wasn't
scene
like
where
the
No,
prize.
the
wasn't-
contest wasn't like you win the contest, you get. He applied right after he won, and then we're like, oh, of course we're gonna let you in.
And the same thing happened with Kevin.
Yeah. Yeah, if you want to get into RebelLUG, win one of our contests. That's the secret. Spencer, is there any particular reason you have your YouTube little play button thing out?
No, it's just there.
R&B Mox Productions is here. Welcome. Welcome.
Can we get an F in the chat, actually, for Man Finn? Because Lego just decided because they saw it at Brick World that they were just going to outright copy his set or his mock and make it a set. Yeah. Pretty
This day
sad.
will go down in
Do you guys think that I haven't seen the show, so I can't exactly like say, but does it look like they actually might have taken heavy inspiration from Finn's mock? Like, was Finn's mock actually a...
I don't think so. I did like a side by side, and there's like a ton of different techniques.
Well,
like the
yeah,
tree-
but like the overall concept of them
Oh.
it just being mirrored like that, like does that image come up in the show or not?
Noah, do you watch it?
I have not watched.
Okay. Well,
much
none of
it.
us have seen it, so anyone in the comments, if you've seen Stranger...
Yeah, but that's actually really cool. I thought it's like...
It stands both ways.
Yeah, well, when I first saw it, I was like, I'm so limited in my design inspiration as a builder. I was like, how do you make it just rotate, you know? Like, how do you make the inside thing rotate and have it not be like backwards or upside down or whatever?
Mm-hmm.
But you just take the whole thing and flip it over and it stands on the trees. And I was like, that's so sick.
Ka-chow. Doesn't seem like anyone in the comments has seen the show either, so I guess we are not the target audience for this set then.
I don't know. There's so many shows that people have, like Game of Thrones and Stranger Things, that I know are good because everybody says they're good, but I just don't have the inspiration to watch. Don't feel like it.
All right, I'm gonna let people decide which bag should open next.
All right, everyone in the comments, vote left or right for Noah.
First to get three left or right gets it. All right.
Actually, is there... Oh, yeah, it's going to be the same. Their left is going to be your left, yeah.
Yeah.
I'll have to wait like 10 seconds for the stream delay to catch up to start seeing the comment.
Yeah.
Are they both filled like the same amount?
No, they got different pieces in it.
Yeah, but like in terms of like...
Weight.
No, yeah.
Yeah, they're about the same. Yeah.
I vote.
All right, we got 2 votes for left. RMB Mock says my bag, which... Do we have any more votes? We have 9 people watching. We know you workers are there. Remember that once? If you're working, comment, and then like all these people comment. That we'd never seen their usernames. Alright, Ola voted right. So you have 2 lefts and 1 right, and 1 for RMV Mock's bag. Unless you already did that one. I don't know which one that is.
Yeah, that's void. That's void vote. So. Oh, you and Spencer can vote yes as well. Actually.
Oh, cool. You know what? Left looks more enticing to me. RebelLUG votes left. Forgot I'm on the RebelLUG account.
All right. That's one.
See, here in RebelLUG, it's a democracy. You get to vote for stuff on the stream.
Here in RebelLUG, it looks like a democracy.
Yeah, people. That's what this one looked like. So, for the people that voted, good choice. But bad for me, because now I have to sort all of it.
Building Monday says he has seen Stranger Things twice. So does the set, like, the upside down, is that, like, literally what it looks like in the show, or... MPM says, wait, those were full of pieces. I don't realize. Are those all flex tubes?
Those are all flex tubes, my friend.
Oh, snap.
and they're all going to brick World.
I have like a ton of those in lug book though, in light bluish gray, which are probably more useful for me.
Oh, speaking of light bluish gray, I've got those as well, and in white, and in black.
Wow. Are you planning to like sell these at the yard sale?
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh, all right. Yeah, Olaf, I think, would want some of these. I don't know. There's a bunch of them in here. Yeah, that's a good question, actually. Is Flex Tube like hard to get in the U.S. or how's that like for you guys?
I mean, you just buy it on Bricklink. I've never bought it. I've never used it.
Yeah.
Until like recently, when last Brick World, we were building the Harambe pit, and they're like, oh, like this, just use Flex Tube, and I was like, what do you mean? And they're like, what do you mean? And I was like, and then they're like, you don't have any Flex Tube? I'm like, why? What's the point of using that? And they're like, it's the most useful piece. I think this is Daniel and probably you, Spencer, and I think Elijah was on board with that too. Then they scrapped some of my sets, R.I.P. Luke's Landspeeder, and took some Flex Tube.
What do you mean? What do you mean?
Noah or Olaf says, no thanks, Noah. I have a bunch of those from all the Brickhead. What Brickhead has Flex Tube in it?
Oh, literally all of them.
What?
Or no, not Flex Tube. He meant these. He meant these, not the.
Oh.
Yeah.
I was like, what? I want that Brickhead. So then after the Brick World, I like got addicted to Flex Tube. I was like, oh my gosh, this is the greatest thing ever because Daniel said it is. And so then when Lug Bulk came around, I think I probably bought like 200 of the White Bush Grey one.
Oh my god, dude. Weren't they really expensive?
They were like 20 cents or something.
What?
They were
Wow.
really good compared to Bricklink prices.
I guess.
Let me pull up the Lug Bulk spreadsheet.
Big baller.
I may not have ordered 200 of it. I may be making that.
20 cents a piece.
We're not supposed to talk about the prices.
Yeah, I completely made that
Yeah.
price up. I don't know what the actual price is.
Danny gets an email right away from Lego.
Yeah. RebelLUG has lost recognition.
Due to Danny revealing the pricing. No. They'll like probably write you and be like, somebody else has to take over your ambassador position.
Yeah. Oh no, not that. Alright.
No.
I won't say how much they cost, but let's see how much I ordered. How many I ordered. Oh, I only ordered 25.
Well, no, they're like really long and stuff, right?
Yeah, they're 20. They're the longest kind. 160 millimeters.
When I first saw them on there, up until the very last day, I thought that they were like 3L bars. I didn't realize that they were rigid tubes because I just looked
they're
at the
20L,
picture,
yeah.
and I was like, why? I was like, first of all, I was like, why did Danny pick this? It's so stupid. And then everybody was buying them. I was like, why?
Oh.
What the heck? And then I actually looked at them and I was like, oh.
What the heck?
Oh, they had these over there, by the way. I don't know if I can show that so good. I don't know how.
Quarter round.
There you go.
Oh, are those the corner tiles?
Yeah, in black.
I will say that the price of the flex tubes was 87% off the Bricklink price.
That's
So
Hey, they can still figure out the price if they just
Nope.
go on there and look at the
what
6
what Bricklink price did I use? I don't know.
All right.
fair enough.
Olaf says that I'm gonna get kicked and he's enforcing the rule.
Sorry, it's my responsibility as ambassador to report you.
Oh, I haven't checked the WAN today. Let's see what's new. Let's see if any ambassadors got kicked.
Any more aggressive ambassadors from
This is like bullying.
Someone messaged H2 Bully earlier. I don't know what they were. I think it was Building Monday. Yeah. I don't know if you have a history with him, Noah, but
I really don't know the guy. Like
Okay.
I know him like from Instagram. He's nice, I guess.
I guess.
But like calling me a bully, okay, well.
Yeah, Danny's nice, I guess.
Oh, I just came up with like a funny idea for this flex tube. You use them as like if you had them in tan, you could use them as like chopsticks and make like sushi. Or like I don't know, Chinese noodles or something. Like you could use them and have them in your hand as you like take a picture.
Yes, perhaps.
Be pretty funny.
is cutting flex tube a legal technique? Okay, so this is a good question because
No, it's not.
Lego sets, certain Lego sets have you, or one Lego set, I think, it's just the Space Needle, have you cut the flex tube for the set.
Yeah, no, it's
But-
not.
But it's only for a certain, like, size, right? So are you only allowed to cut it to that size?
I'm
No,
gonna go ahead
Lego
and say
does
that
it-
you can cut it. That you can
Yeah.
cut it to whatever you want. That's because I want that to be the answer.
No, watch. I'll get scissors right now and actually cut one of these in half.
New powered up parts in the wild. Is this the leak? Question mark. Oh wow. Huh. There's like new motors. I think these are motors for powered up.
Whoa! Holy crap! Swear these do not stop coming.
Noah, do you have like stack-ons? I forget, or do you just use pads for most of your parts?
I use pad cups and stack-ons, and various different containers and whatnot. Actually, I need to get more stack-ons. It's just
Oh.
like
Building Monday, in regards to his H2 Bully comment earlier, said it was in reference to you bragging about your parts. It was just a joke. So, all beef has been resolved. RebelLUG is peacemakers.
I take that as your surrender, Building Monday.
Olav asked, is biting flex tubes an illegal technique?
Did you say biting?
Yes.
All right, so out of this bag, literally half of it is just flex tube.
Wow.
So
That is nuts.
if you're going to Brick World and need some, you just like
How are you selling it? Like, are you bundling a bunch together, or are you selling all of it together?
Still need to figure out. I'm still figuring all that out, like how it'll be sold
Mhm.
there. Yeah. I want one more or one time before this, and they had like really good pieces. Like they had these pieces, but if you imagine like cutting them through the middle, and then in dark bluish gray, like just like that, basically, they had those as well.
Building Monday also said, "I love Noah. No, if not my favorite mock builder."
Nayao is a great builder.
Yeah, you spelled your name Naoh. There you go.
Nice.
I think we need to make RebelLUG the movie.
Say RebelLUG the movie.
Yes.
Sounds really
Riveting.
conceited. We should make a documentary about ourselves.
Danny, in the
Mhm.
future, we should have a like house for RebelLUG.
Oh, like those like gaming clans.
Not well, not like
Phase
entirely,
Clan,
yeah.
but Lego.
You get the idea. Yeah. We should have one in Chicago and one in Munich, because then if you're going to like European conventions, you just hang out here maybe a few days before.
Honestly, if money was not an issue, I would love to like have the Lego equivalent of Quarter Digital. I don't know if you know what that is. No, I know obviously Spencer does. Where basically like RebelLUG has like a headquarters in Chicago or wherever, honestly. And like as people graduate college and like move on, they like bring their Lego collections there, and then anyone like staying at the house build stuff, and then we just build really cool stuff.
Huh.
And then we make videos or whatever. We like start a business out of it.
Rebel Media.
Rebel Media, there we go. Well, it says if we make a documentary, unannounced interest is Jehovah's. Otter's family, big religious family, so
Yeah.
they will welcome us, obviously.
Oh, also they had 1x2 tile in dark brown and reddish brown. So
I wish I knew how to build with tiles. I'm a terrible builder. One day I will learn. I just need to go back to building plum bases. My strong
there
suit.
you go. Go back to your roots, you know.
Yes.
Well, I think we can probably bring the stream to a close soon.
Yep. Our audience has died down and getting tired.
So we'll see you guys next week or something, maybe later this week. I have no school, so
Yeah, you guys can. You should expect like probably at least one stream a week, where we're gonna shoot for. So yeah.
There you go. Yeah.
all right. See you guys later. Oh, wait, I gotta end it on the control panel.
Live control room.
Bye.
Why does OBS say we've been streaming for 2 hours and 20 minutes, but
Because that's what we have
says
been.
An hour and 47 minutes.
Huh. I don't know. I've been watching this stream on I have it time.
Yeah, the stream says 2 hours 18 minutes. This is very
Interesting.
strange. I don't care.
Whatever.
All right, later.